Today I'm with Jasmine. Jasmine, how old are you?
23.
Jasmine, how long have you been lost in Phoenix?
I'm not really lost. I'm from here.
You're not from here?
No, I am from here. I'm
So
from,
how long have you been in the streets?
just a little over 2 months.
So 3 months ago you were at home or a place to
No, I
live?
was living in my own apartment.
And 2 months ago what happened to cause you to come out to the streets?
Lost my apartment because I wasn't paying rent anymore.
The landlord decided not to rent it out no more?
Yeah, I was like 1 month, 2 months, I think, off, and I don't really have like a rental history, so I usually stayed with family before that.
Have you reached out to family to help you?
Of course.
What have they said?
Just that, like, you're the one it's your decision, you're the adult, and also just because, like, they're Christians and they don't want to deal with me, kind of thing, because, like, they don't want me to live a specific lifestyle.
They're a little bit, they're conservative, they're kind of Christian, and they don't want to deal with
Me being gay, yeah, or trans, whatever.
they're not very supportive when it comes to that.
Yeah, they're not.
When did you realize that you identified as a female?
Um, when I was 15, full blown trans, everything like that.
Just one day it hit you, huh?
Mhm.
That must have been hard for your parents as well, no? For them to.
I don't really know. My mom, kind of, yeah. I don't even really know my dad.
Do you have siblings?
Just one other one.
How does your sibling accept?
They love that I'm who I am. They just want me to be happy and do my own thing in my own life.
Yeah. And how's your life going right now?
I mean, like, of course, not the best, but I mean, I try to do what I can.
Where'd you graduate high school?
Saguaro High.
Is that
It's Scottsdale.
Scottsdale? And lots of people that I interview, they are using blues or G. Are you experimenting with any of that stuff?
No.
Okay. How do you stay away from it? A lot of people that are out here, they're in one of those.
And the fact that I'm not, I just put this everywhere. Almost every other person is doing either G or blues, or some other type of drug. And I really don't care. You're doing what you're doing. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna smoke some weed, drink,
Yeah.
do my thing. Mm. I have, like, hit a blue once before, smoked a little G, but I don't really, like, do it, like that.
Okay.
I lost a really good friend to fentanyl, and it just not hit me. It didn't hit me right.
Yeah.
I feel really bad, but she's okay now.
She's doing okay?
Yeah.
She survived?
No, I'm saying that she's doing okay because she's not here anymore, having to deal with this stuff.
Got it. May she rest in peace. My condolences for losing your friend, okay?
Yeah.
I've interviewed many people and they're no longer here, so I understand what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
What's your next move? What are you gonna do to try to get off the streets?
If anything, I kind of don't know, but I think I might do. Like, I know all the steps and stuff like that. I was smart enough, capable enough to, just take the steps or whatever, but I guess just dealing with, like, depression, like, and having energy to do anything and want to move anywhere. And the fact that I'm, like, out here, I can't really relax inside, be by myself, or, like, be inside all the time, like how I used to, and be able to function. and able to have fun too at the same time. But like, yeah.
When you were in high school, what did you want to become as an adult?
Um, I don't really know. I really had no idea. I just knew that I was like gonna try to do something, you know, make money, because that's what adults do. Get a job because that's what adults do, you know. Like that's how I saw it as. But I was still really confused. You know what I mean? That's why I guess I kind of ended up like this a little bit.
What's the last job you had?
I worked at Target. Had a meltdown, and then just left. A breakup happened, but that's the point.
How would you rate your coping skills for stress and trauma? How are you able to cope with those things?
For the most part, pretty good. You know, because like if I didn't, I'd be like just a complete mess. You know what I mean? You know, some people are out here because you know, people who do blues and G and everything like that. Like, if you ever get the time or anything like that to actually listen to what they have to say, you know, like genuinely know and like be empathetic, I guess, and not just like assume. You know what I mean? Like how most people are. Like you would know that like a lot of these people are they're hurting really badly. Like they've been through some shit, and like the fact that they're not able to cope with it, you know, or able to be pulled out of it, you know, or at least ask for, or not able to ask for like help, you know, and don't have the skills or whatever, or, you know what I mean, or have that like, you know, like energy or like, you know, like the like kick they need, you know, like something to like pop in their brain, tell them like, hey yo, like you probably should get your shit together, you know, like you don't want to be like this forever, but you know, they've been so used to a norm, you know what I mean, and then on that, but like people also like hating them or like, you know, bashing them for using drugs. Like drugs are everywhere. People are always using them, whether it's street drugs or prescription drugs. You know what I mean? They still alter the mind. You know what I mean? It's all like higher up type shit. You know? So they have different effects. You know? They change the person a lot of ways. And it's better to get them when they're like first using, you know what I mean? Because then you could just like kind of somewhat talk them out of it, but then like because they're still there a little bit. But after like a while, years pass, like eventually a person breaks, and you know like that's kind of people like that, you know. So like I guess my like want to just say like just try to be empathetic, you know, try to like take a step back, you know, instead of just being like, ew, get the fuck away from me, or like get the fuck out of here, you tweaker, or some shit like that. Just at least be like, okay, like what's really wrong, you know what I mean? And not all the time they're gonna be open up to, you know, just doing it right away, you know what I mean? Like get to like, you know, if you keep seeing that person, that specific person, you know, try to tell them, hey, hi, you know what I mean? Smile at them, you know. Like they may look at you all stank-eyed and stuff like that, like, you know, crazy and shit. Just smile at them. Say hi. How your guys' day going? We love it when people do that. We go up to those people and we're just like, nice people in the world, you know? At least they get it, you know? So just be empathetic, I guess.
We never know what other people are going through, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever spoken to a psychiatrist or anybody?
Yeah, I've had my fair share of therapists and psychiatrists, so that's something I know my coping skills and like I know what to do behavioral wise, I guess.
Have they ever diagnosed you with anything?
A lot of different things, you know.
Are you supposed to be on medication?
No,
Okay.
I choose to be, but
Okay.
what I choose is street drugs because you know it actually does something. You know what I mean?
Okay. If your mom or siblings happen to see this video, do you have a message for them? Anything you'd like to tell them?
No.
How often do you talk to them?
Never now. I don't ever talk to them anymore.
You just cut them off?
Basically.
If I see you in 6 months, what will you be doing?
probably still out here. Maybe, I don't know. You can never know. I'm hoping to like finally break free from this cycle. You know, finally. You know, in my life, but I don't know yet. But I hope for the best. You know.
Absolutely. You need to stay safe. It's really dangerous out here, right? You know that, right?
Yeah, I do. I do. I didn't used to live over here when I had my own apartment. I didn't live in Phoenix. I just moved to Phoenix recently, so.
Yeah. The streets are super vicious, and
that.
they'll take you and they'll harm you. Okay, so you need to be very careful and try to get out of here. Just try to reconnect with your family.
For sure.
So the whole purpose of this channel is prevention through awareness. By you sharing your story, having the courage to share your story, there's going to be a 12-year-old, 13-year-old Jasmine at home that's lost, confused. They don't know who they are. They're going through trauma. People don't understand them. They need to hear from you and how they should navigate or stay away from things to not end up out here, right? So I want to say thank you very much for having the courage to share your story, Jasmine. I really hope that things get better for you, get well very soon, and we'll talk soon, okay?